Now, today is World Sickle Cell Awareness Day, which is celebrated on the 19th of June every year. Sickle cell disease is a group of inherited red blood cell disorders. It's a disease not many people know too much about. It's commonly seen in people living in Africa, South America, Caribbean, India, and Mediterranean countries. Well, to talk more about the disease, we will be joined by doctors. But first, we have a parent, Ram Bhanu Patil. His daughter suffers from sickle cell disease. Ram Bhanu ji, हमें बताइए इस डिजीज के बारे में कहा जाता है कि इसको मैनेज कर सकते हैं अगर अर्ली डायग्नोसिस हो जाए, तो आपके लिए कितना मुश्किल रहा है इसको मैनेज करना?
तो मैडम, इसका शुरू से ही हमारी बेटी को कुछ न कुछ तकलीफ होती थी और उसकी जब उम्र 5 साल की हुई तो हमें पता चला कि वो सिकल सेल एनीमिया से पीड़ित है। उस समय जो डॉक्टर से, जितने भी मेडिकल प्रैक्टिशनर से हमने कंसल्ट किया, उन्होंने कहा कि आप इसको सिंपल टेबलेट्स होती है जनरल मेडिसिन, जिसको हाइड्रिया बोलते हैं, और फोलिक एसिड देते रहिए, और जब एक पर्टिकुलर एज हो जाएगी तो हो सकता है कि ठीक हो जाए। लेकिन 13 साल की उम्र तक आते आते उसकी हालत और खराब होती गई और कॉम्प्लिकेशंस बढ़ते गए। सिकल सेल के काफी अटैक्स आते गए और हमको बीच में 2 सर्जरी भी करवानी पड़ी। उस डिस्कशन हमें पता चला है कि इसका जो अगर आपको क्योर चाहिए होगा तो उसके लिए बोन मैरो ट्रांसप्लांटेशन ही परमानेंट क्योर है, जो कि इंडिया में अपोलो हॉस्पिटल इंद्रप्रस्थ फोर्ट दिल्ली में करवाया जाता है। इसलिए हमने डॉक्टर खारिया से संपर्क किया और उन्होंने हमें सिकल सेल डोनर के लिए भी मदद की, क्योंकि हमारे पास में जो मेरे बेटे का सिकल सेल स्टेम सेल उससे मैच नहीं हो पाया था मेरी बेटी के स्टेम सेल से।
अच्छा।
तो दात्री करके जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है डेली बेस में, गैर सरकारी संस्था है, वो सिकल सेल डोनर को अरेंज करके हमें उसने डोनर को उपलब्ध करवाया।
और अब कैसी है आपकी बेटी?
अब एकदम बेटी स्वस्थ है, उसका सिकल सेल पूरी तरह से गायब हो चुका है, वो प्रसन्न है, हमेशा खुश रहती है, और वो अपनी एक जो सामान्य जिंदगी जिसके लिए हमने काफी तरस गए थे, वो इस तरह की जिंदगी जी रही है।
All right, we're also joined by Dr. Gaurav Kharia, Clinical Lead, Center for Cellular Therapy, and Sumati Mishra, Head Transplant Center Management at Datri. Thank you so much for being with us. So, Dr. Kharia, there an example of how this disease can be managed. The disease not too many people know enough about, but clearly it can be managed. And as Ram Bhanu is telling us, his daughter is now much better. Take us through more details of this disease and its treatment.
Yeah, so sickle cell disease is quite a manageable disease, I would say. First of all, it is a very much preventable disease. So sickle cell disease, if we take some precautions, if the couple is screened before the marriage to check their sickle cell status, so they can know their sickle cell status and plan the pregnancy accordingly. So actually, for such a inherited disease, that is the best way, because prevention is the best cure. But despite all these measures, still we have seen world over that sickle cell disease is still on an increasing trend, and as per the WHO figures, it is going to increase till 2050. So what to do with the kids who are unfortunately born with sickle cell disease? It's somehow it is a very much neglected disease so far, and it comes with a lot of suffering, not only to the child but a lot of suffering for the family also. As Patil Saab has highlighted, there are certain medications which these patients need to be started on as soon as the diagnosis is made, which are very important, very essential, and it works in a lot of almost 70% of the patients. But remaining 30%, they do not respond to the medical treatment. And these are the candidates which can be permanently treated by offering a bone marrow transplant. So bone marrow transplant so far for sickle cell disease was, as I said, it is quite a neglected disease. So I would say till date, world over, around 3,000 transplants have been done, which is very, very less. But the numbers are increasing now as the success rate is increasing and the awareness about this disease is increasing.
All right. Sumati Mishra, do you feel that one of the reasons is that perhaps everybody doesn't know enough about this disease? Even Patilji was just telling us how when his daughter was 5, she fell ill and they didn't quite understand it. And then they were told about this disease. And now when she's 13, she's actually undergone a transplant and is much healthier.
Yes, like Dr. Kharia said, this is a disease that is not well known in terms of the spread that it has. So we get few requests for finding a match, and only when a donor agrees is when a bone marrow can be done. So the first thing we need to do is create awareness that this is a curable disease. Second, we need to tell people that they can be the match for somebody who's suffering from something like sickle cell. And the third is be willing to donate when you're found to be a match.
All right, and this disease is found only in a few countries, it seems, only in Africa, in South America, in India, Mediterranean countries. So that's something that's quite interesting, that it's spread among people in these various countries.
Basically, it has a geographic distribution, and as you rightly pointed out, Africa is the sickle hub of the world. But apart from that, it is in some areas of Middle East, India. Why it is there? Because as an evolutionary process, sickle cell disease was a preventive mechanism against malaria. So the areas which are endemic for malaria, they have more predominance of sickle cell disease. Somehow, these areas are dominated by certain communities which have this this concept of marriages within the community. So now this disease is sort of trickling in those communities. So in our community, in our country, if we say in India, so it is more in certain tribes, certain scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, in some specific groups or communities in Chhattisgarh, in Jharkhand, West Bengal, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh. So these are the pockets where it is quite prevalent.
And Sumati, tell us about the treatment. Are the costs very prohibitive? And you're talking about bone marrow transplant and the need for more awareness on that.
Yes. So Dr. Gaurav will be able to tell you what is the actual cost of a bone marrow. But I think more than the cost of a bone marrow is the first step would be finding a donor. Like Mr. Patil said, the sibling is not a match. So only 25% of patients find a match within the family. If you don't have a match in the family, then you will have to look in the wider pool, which is the rest of India, because ethnicity is extremely important. So it is Indians who will help Indians. When you look for a match, Datri is currently the largest registry in India, but we are only 4 lakh strong. When you look at the base of India, the population of India, 4 lakhs, a big number, doesn't sound so big anymore. So you have to look for a match. The person has to agree to donate his or her bone marrow, and then you can go for a BMT. So we are still at the first step of creating awareness, of getting people to register as blood stem cell donors. And then the third step, like I said, to agree to donate when you are found to be a match. The chances of finding an unrelated donor is 1 to 10,000 if you're lucky, and 1 to 1,000,000. And there are a lot of patients who still don't have a match.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining us this morning and talking about this. Today is World Sickle Cell Awareness Day, and it's clearly awareness about this disease is required, and so that more and more people can get treated quicker. Thank you all for joining us.